Hi, I'm Michael Hyatt with PlatformUniversity.com, here with another platform tip. And I want to talk about some of the top blogging mistakes that I see people make. Number one, they don't post often enough. And worse than that, sometimes people post irregularly. You know what I'm talking about. You go like 3 days in a row and then it's 3 weeks before you post again. That creates real havoc for your audience because you're not predictable. They don't know when you're going to post and they don't have any way to anticipate it. So you got to post often enough so that you can build up a rhythm and build up an audience around it. And I would recommend get consistent with once a week, then maybe go to twice a week and maybe 3 times a week.
Mixing it up. Content's big. We know that. We've talked about that. One of the things that we leverage, this is ours, we use motivational quotes, huge connection piece for people. Humor, again, meeting people where they are, and the fun piece, we use a lot of humor. Personal, social media info, company news, promotions, our blog. All of these are a piece of the content strategy that we have.
The chat room, just in general, this is a big topic. How often do I post? And in one day, what times? You know, all of these things. But this to me is, if you've got 2 per day, 1 per day, that's 6, 7 per day.
Yes.
Is that an acceptable amount?
I recommend at least 4 times a day, as Facebook has gone to a pay-to-play model. In other words, they've made it a little bit more difficult for us to engage with our audiences because they're not allowing our audience to see our post unless we're promoting them or running ads, etc. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more in a moment. How you leverage Facebook ads to get in front of your audience.
So once we understand how buyers prefer to discover, consume, and act on information, like what's going to work with them, then we employ a content accountability model called Attract, Engage, Convert. And that basically means any kind of content we create or repurpose or whatever has to be accountable in its ability to attract the right audience, to engage them in a meaningful way, and to convert them. And convert really means take action. Each piece of content is a recipe, and start working with those ingredients. So what kind of content burger would your customers want, right? Think about, and you get data, you have web analytics, social media monitoring, you have influencer tracking, there's all kinds of data inputs that you can use to identify what kind of content, what kind of media, what channels would be most relevant for your target audience.
First, you talked a lot about having a content marketing strategy. Map that out a little bit. Give people a little diagram on that.
Sure. Well, a lot of folks in the search business are using the behavior of searches to guide the content creation.
Right.
Meaning that they're trying to capture traffic based on demand.
Right.
That's a reflection of how popular one phrase is over another.
Right.
And in a content marketing strategy, what we're looking at is buyer personas. We're looking at the information consumption needs and preferences of consumers, whoever we're trying to reach.
Right.
And then we're optimizing that.
Right.
So we're putting the customer first,
Mapping out
not
by
the behavior
mapping
first.
out by a target customer.
Sure, absolutely.